Professor Black Ops, you see it. Let's get it. A mishandled GitHub token exposed Mercedes-Benz source code. Come on, Mercedes. Y'all make all the money. Let's see what's going on. A mishandled GitHub token gave unrestricted access to Mercedes-Benz internal GitHub Enterprise Service, exposing source code to the public. Mercedes-Benz is a prestigious German car, bus, and truck maker recognized for its rich history of innovation and luxury design and top build quality. Obviously, that's not in cybersecurity, so let's keep going. Like many modern automakers, the brand uses software in its vehicles and services, including safety control systems, infotainment, autonomous driving, diagnostic, and maintenance tools, connectivity and telemetrics, and electronic power and battery management for its EVs. All that software now. On September 29, 2023, researchers at Red Hat Labs discovered a GitHub token in a public repository belonging to Mercedes-Benz employees that gave access to the company's internal GitHub Enterprise Service. So that's really been prevalent. Those access keys, tokens, and GitHub. I think actually GitHub started scanning for them because they got tired of getting blamed. So let's keep rolling. The GitHub token gave unrestricted and unmonitored access to the entire source code hosted at the internal GitHub Enterprise server. The incident laid bare sensitive repository housing a wealth of intellectual property and that compromised information, including database connection strings, cloud access keys, blueprint, design documents, single sign-on password, API keys, and other critical internal information. So somebody gonna get fired for that. But from a cybersecurity and GRC perspective, we got to make sure they're scanning for that. We got to make sure they have code and peer review internals for that. So there's some things we could put around that, hopefully, to help the developers help themselves. So let's keep rolling. As the research explains, the consequences of publicly exposing the data can be severe. Source code leaks can lead to competitors reverse engineering proprietary technologies or hackers scrutinizing it for potential vulnerabilities in the vehicle systems. Also, the exposed API keys could lead to unauthorized access to data, service disruption, and abuse of companies' infrastructure for malicious purposes. The Rehab Labs also mentioned the possibility of legal violations, such as GDPR infringements, in case the exposed code contains customer data. However, the researchers have not validated the contents of the exposed file. The Red Hunt will help with TechCrunch inform Mercedes-Benz of the token leak on January 22 of 2024. Wow, that's this month. And revoked it 2 days later, blocking access to anyone holding it and abusing it. The incidents resembled Toyota security mishap from October 2022, when the Japanese automaker revealed that personal customer information remained publicly accessible for 5 years due to exposed GitHub access keys. So while that's 5 years, so one of the checks you should be doing is every year your GitHub keys and your credentials, at least every year, rotate those. The incident only generated evidence of malicious exploitation if the owners of the GitHub Enterprise instance have activated audit logs, which typically include IP address. Bleeping Computers also contacted Mercedes-Benz and learned if there were any signs of unauthorized access on their GitHub server. And we received the following response. We confirmed that the source code containing an internal access token was published on a public GitHub a repository by human error. This token gave access to a certain number of repositories, but not the entire source code hosted at the internal GitHub Enterprise server. We have revoked a respective token and removed public repository immediately. Customer data was not affected, as our current analysis show. We will continue to analyze this case according to our normal process. Mercedes-Benz. The automaker told that they do not want to share technical details on the incident for security reasons. It's unclear if they have detected an unauthorized access or not. Also, the firm said they're open to working with researchers worldwide and accept security reports through their vulnerability disclosure program. So once again, the mishandled GitHub token is exposed Mercedes-Benz source code. Come on, Mercedes, we gotta get much better. Professor Black Ops, please subscribe.